Today marks 70 years since the Great Flood of '51 here in Kansas City, a natural disaster that changed the landscape of the metro forever. KCTV5's Leslie Aguilar spoke with a local historian. Kind of curious about this, Leslie. Why is remembering this flood so important to so many?
Well, Carolyn, right now the people who actually remember it are dwindling. It was 70 years ago after all, but the impact it had on so many families was huge on both sides of the state line.
Water sounds played gently in the background of this exhibit in the Wyandotte County Museum, commemorating 70 years since water rose 10 feet above the existing levee system in Kansas City, shocking the community.
They didn't believe it would happen. They believed they could move their furniture up to the second floor and it would be okay. They didn't expect the water to essentially cover their entire house, to wash their houses and communities away, and to come back to nothing. So the '51 flood really changed Kansas City.
Director Amy Locke says the museum is still collecting oral and written histories from people who remember the disaster.
People that distinctly say they remember it, even though they were a baby. They were in diapers, they were sitting on the floor, and they can tell in detail the story of, how it impacted their family, how it changed their future.
There's no shortage of stories or black and white photos depicting submerged neighborhoods, livestock stuck on rooftops, rescues of people and animals, and of President Truman's tour of the devastation.
My parents talked about it.
Visitors to the exhibit are able to put images with the stories told by parents and grandparents and put some things into perspective.
We remember 93 and what that was like. That was nothing compared to 51, but
that was pretty scary then.
it was scary then.
There is speculation that a flood in 1844 was worse than 1951. The 1844 flood killed about 100 Wyandotte Nation natives forcibly living in the area.
The area was just so much less populated, it's hard to tell, and the technology was really different at the time.
But one thing both events can teach us:
the rivers can't truly be controlled. We can do our part to prevent future floods, but it's something we need to be concerned about.
Now, that exhibit in Bonner Springs is free to the public. It'll be open until Labor Day weekend, and the museum is still collecting those written and oral stories. So if your family has something that they want to contribute to the record, you can do that. Reporting live on the state line, Leslie Aguilar, KCTV5 News.
Yeah, that's a fascinating look into one of the city's dark hours. Leslie, thank you.